Right, let's talk about housing in Japan. Okay?
Housing in Japan.
So
Amazing. Fantastic. Best housing market you could enter.
Well, let me talk
as a
about my
renter.
experience first.
As a renter, go for it, yeah.
So, yeah, I came over as a jet. And the thing with being a jet is they treat you like a baby and they do everything for you.
You are a big baby.
Yeah. And I had a very nice house. Like, there was nothing nicer than living that 3LDK Omihachiman.
It was
like
really
Gaijin
nice.
Heights.
Gaijin Heights was...
I had like 3 rooms. I had used like 2 of them. And then it was like $400 a month. It was great. And it was like a big, like, I hate Japanese apartments. Like, at the moment, I have like an alcove. Like, have you seen Star Trek, like the Borg, and they plug into the wall?
Yeah.
That's like me.
You plug into a wall?
I like plug into the wall in my alcove, and I have like a laptop, and I'm like,
That's really nice, dude.
it's nice.
You can video edit.
It's like $400 a month.
Okay,
But this place is like 2 stories. I'm counting like 4 bedrooms.
it's 3 bedrooms, an office. This living room's like 100 square feet or something.
And how much are you paying?
500 that is split between me and my friend who's living upstairs.
How did you find this place? Did someone die here? Like, because haunted houses are cheap, and I actually really want to buy a haunted house.
Did someone die here?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oof, a bit dark.
No, a friend of a friend, right?
Friend of a friend.
Friend of a friend.
So if I wanted to move, like, because you live in Osaka,
Yeah.
and I live in the countryside,
Yeah.
but
How likely would it be for you to get a situation like this?
yeah, because if I could find a place like this, I might move to Osaka like next week.
$100. I could get you a place that's $600, not $500. That's about this.
I think
It's
people
a
that
lot of
kind of
things.
looked at this sort of video are probably curious about getting their first place in Japan. And I'll tell you, like, coming in as a jet was super easy, but coming in the second time, because I lived in Japan before and then I came back, was a nightmare. Because you arrive in Japan, you have no phone, no bank account, and no apartment.
That's a scam. You can't get a phone without a bank account. You can't get a bank account without a credit card or a phone.
Yeah, so it was like this weird sort of thing. And eventually I kind of just started lying and giving other people's phone numbers as my phone numbers. And then once I have it, then I set it up. So yeah. So like, what would
tips and tricks, guys.
Tips or tricks, yeah.
Okay,
how to
so
get a
first
place.
tips and tricks. Know somebody who speaks Japanese, or like honestly, you should have just called me.
In Shiga?
Yeah, I would have helped you. Dumbass.
Yeah, maybe.
So tips and tricks. If you're coming via a dispatch company, they will set up everything, and it won't be your best option, but just take it.
Yeah.
They'll almost entirely they will put you in what is called a LeoPalace, right?
Oh, those things are terrible.
Terrible, absolutely
But
terrible.
it's fine for like a single person.
Yeah, I lived in a LeoPalace for 3 years. It was terrible. The LeoPalace was literally the proverbial straw, right? The
Can you
last
like tell
straw.
us a little bit about the design? Because I know what it looks like, but other people don't. So tell me what a LeoPalace looks like.
So a LeoPalace is almost it's one of 3 layouts. It's one of 3.
Yeah.
There's either just a flat layout with a pseudo lofted bed that has some storage below it.
Okay.
It's a 1 LDK that they
LDK means
living, dining, and kitchen. But the
So it's
problem
like
is
one
this
room
is
and-
actually 1 LK. I'm sorry, it's a 1 LK.
okay. So you've got a living room and a kitchen.
Kitchen, yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And then like the little loft bedroom. That's kind of cool though. It like
Well, the
feels
loft.
kinda neat.
So that's the other version. The other version is a living room with a lofted bed, and the bed is it's about as tall as me. While I'm sitting right here, I would hit my head.
Yeah.
But it's just for sleeping.
I kind of like small spaces.
It's
though.
really
Like, I'm a
nice.
big guy, but I like.
You get
I feel like a little cozy in
the
those
good
spaces.
thing about a LeoPalace is it has that tiny home #tiny home feel. Literally, it's literally a tiny home. They're
It's just
a
like
bunch
normal
of
home.
They're tiny homes
It's like
stacked up.
Futsu Home in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Futsu home. That's pretty funny. Oh my god. No. And then there's the corner lofts. And the corner lofts, if you can get a LeoPalace and you can get the corners, your room is bigger.
Corners.
So if you're on the edge, on the sides,
Yeah, I understand. But
you
like,
have a bigger house. So always try to get the corners if you can, because they're McDonald's homes, right? They just chug out as many as they can, so they only have so many setups.
What about haunted houses?
Haunted houses. If you can get a haunted house, don't, because they're in the Inaka and you probably can't handle yourself out there.
My channel's named Inaka Adventure.
You
right?
can. I'm talking about everybody else. If it's your first time coming,
But
to
we
Japan,
know a couple that lives in the Inaka, and they bought like a palace. Like it's like a castle for like I want to say they spent. It's a bit more, but maybe like between
20,000?
Yeah, it's like 20,000
$20,000
USD, and they bought
plus-
it's like a 5-bedroom, 2-story mansion in the countryside.
Yeah, but it's in the countryside.
That's fine.
If you want to live there, it's ideal. It's a great place to raise a kid, which is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like me though, I couldn't do it.
So you wouldn't. What about
I would
buying
I would
a
take
house
a
that someone
LeoPalace.
died in? Because that's what we mean when we say haunted house.
Yeah,
we mean
yeah.
someone that has died in a house or
I don't
committed
think
suicide in a house.
so in Japan there's a lot of superstition behind that
Yeah.
kind of thing. And if you don't have that stigma in the back of your mind, if you can find a place that somebody has unfortunately passed away in, do it.
Yeah.
You're getting a huge discount. We're talking unreasonably large discounts. Housing is cheap in Japan relative.
You know, price of living is cheap in general, I think.
I think so, yeah. People
People think
shocked,
it's like
yeah.
expensive. It's expensive to visit maybe, but
Food costs are expensive, right?
I feel like cheese is very cheap.
You're from New Zealand.
Yeah, okay.
Compared to the United States, food costs are I would say
Oh, that's true
30 to
because
40%.
yeah, I know someone that's always talking about it. Like he can't pay 800 yen for ramen or something. It's too high.
yeah, something like that. Food costs, but like general cost of living and everything, like Japan's really good at making sure that everybody can live.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Take notes, America. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
it could
like
be better.
most homeless in Japan are like homeless by choice.
Or they have some kind of like mental health issue.
Yeah,
Or,
Well, I mean, that's the caveat to it.
yeah. By choice. Yeah. Anything outside of Tokyo is probably gonna be fine.
Who would want to live in Tokyo?
Only it.
It's at the very bottom of my list of ancient
degenerate-
capitals of Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, did you see that list?
Oh, I saw
It's
the
like-
list. It's a good list. It's a
That
good
video
list.
should be out by now, maybe.
It should be out. If
should
it's
be out.
not, I get to yell at you later.
It's a good video, I think.
I think so.
Nobody's gonna watch it though.
They're going to. I'm gonna make everybody watch. That's fine. Housing. Get prepared for key money.
Key money, that is a big one. I've never paid key money,
I've never paid key money.
but so what happened? Key money is
Extortion is the way.
yeah.
It's extortion.
Key money is like it's like a month or 2 months rent.
It varies.
So it's like let's say $400 to $800 of money you don't get back. It's not a
It
deposit.
is a deposit that is not a deposit.
Yeah, you
have to
deposit
pay.
it in your,
Yeah,
in your
into your-
landlord's
yeah.
bank account and you never see it again.
It's literally extortion, guys. It's literally
That
extortion.
is I actually will never get an apartment with key money. I mean, I just always avoid those ads.
Sometimes, also if you're coming here and you don't speak Japanese very well, you're going to need なんていう保護者って I forget what it's called. You're going to need
They can just use the
a
subtitles,
guarantor. You're going to need a
You
guarantor.
just turn the subtitles on.
I hate you so much. You're going to need a guarantor.
Yeah, guarantor, that is a big thing. You
So-
can't do anything in Japan alone. You need like someone to like vouch for you.
Yeah, and there are companies that'll do it for you. And it costs about $300-400.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if you can't find somebody to vouch for you, you just take the bullet, and they'll help you. Most places that want to rent out to you will make sure that they can give you a what is it called? Ho nanchara kana. It's not 保護者. 保護者 is like parents. It's like 保護者 ka nanka guardian kana.
Oh, it's kind of like that because
Maybe it is
usually the
Hogosha.
first person in Japan that like is your guarantor is your parent.
Yeah, so maybe it is that, but like you need a guarantor. You need a guarantor, expect key money, and then
Yeah, it's expensive. Like you're gonna how much does moving in cost?
that's the thing. So depending on where you're
It's
gonna,
like
that's the next thing.
5 months rent or something.
Yeah,
You expect to pay
it can
5
be
months
it
rent.
can be anywhere from 1 month's rent to like 5 months rent, right?
yeah.
I paid half a month's rent to move in this place.
Yeah, I think I paid 1 month's rent to move into my current place. My previous place, which is a dream, I didn't pay anything.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, anybody who's coming here, usually if you're coming via some kind of contract, there will be people they'll do their damnedest to get you a place.
Yeah.
But it won't be the best place. They're not
But
gonna
you gotta basically I feel like you just take the first place you can get when you move to Japan and then you can use that time to find places.
just be really careful with your
What about
leases.
breaking contracts?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, be
you-
careful with your leases.
Is there what is the penalty? I haven't really broken any contracts for it yet.
It's usually a certain amount of months
Of 7 months.
of rent. Yeah. Honestly, just try to avoid bad lease contracts. Like the lease here was 1 year,
Right.
and it was actually 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Because she's like, as long as you tell us 1 month in advance, you can leave whenever you need to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But then again, friend of a friend.
Friend of friend, yeah.
Friend of a friend. If you guys can get a friend of a friend, that's always the best situation. Yeah.
Like very large place.
This is a very large place.
suspiciously large place.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. We have a balcony and everything.
That is true. Do you have a barbecue up there or something?
We were going to, but you know, Kyle moved in there, so I stopped going in there.
Okay. So you don't want to talk about the big one?
What's the big one?